Should we do like a little intro?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm Dave, right?
yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Then you know what we should do? You should be like, "Hey guys, welcome back to the Dave," and then I finish.
Oh yeah, sounds good. Okay, all right. So I'll start off. Hey guys, welcome to the Dave, and you go and Dane
Dave.
podcast.
It's better than the Shadows game.
Perfect.
Oh shoot! I forgot to start recording. White capture recording.
So go on.
Should be. Give it a minute. Twitch likes to
Are you
take
streaming
its
it live on
time.
Twitch?
Yep.
Oh my,
And
that's
I'm
awesome.
recording it. So because Andrew's streams don't work for me for some
Okay.
reason.
All
So
right.
we should see if we're able to get it on Apple Music and
Oh my god, that'd
Spotify.
be awesome. Yeah.
That would be
Dane and
so
Dave.
funny.
Yeah, I mean, like it's crazy. Like this is just a joke, right? And how far it's actually gone.
Welcome everybody
Welcome to the Dave
and Dane
podcast.
podcast.
Here we talk about anything and everything and break down our thoughts, our feelings about our modern dilemmas.
Society.
All right,
I
Tyler,
guess we
how should
should.
we start?
I guess we should start off by saying who we are. I'm Tyler. Stream on Twitch.
I'm Jack. I'm white.
Accurate. So, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Had a good morning. Bowl of oatmeal to start off the day. How are you?
Good. Had some cereal for breakfast. You know,
Yeah, what type of cereal?
uh, chocolate ones.
Oh,
Pretty good.
nice. Alrighty. Well, Dane, what should we discuss first?
Yes. The $19 Fortnite V-Buck cards.
Oh, yeah, okay, sounds good. All right. First off, what's your angle? What's your take?
I think they're great. You know, they really add to the economy of the world
That's
right
true.
now.
Yeah, very true. I mean, we have a lot of Fortnite players out there, and I'm sure that
Mm-hmm.
$19 is just the perfect amount.
Perfect.
Get your
Christmas
bucks.
money.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, get your V bucks. Get your stuff. And get your swag. This is just a great idea. But I think why the number 19? Usually businesses opt for like a 20 or a 25. For like an even five number.
You know, I think they just want to be different in the
Different,
game. You
right?
know, the market for gift cards is very big. You know, even credit card companies are doing gift cards now. So, you know, I think they want to be different.
That's
They're
true.
just
And I guess there's also another positive, right? Because I find myself often when I go and buy bundles and video games, that sort of stuff, right? When I get like a 20 or a 25, like the only options available, like the lowest option, and then I go in and I find out that it's only like $18, and then I've
Mhm.
spent like $7 extra, like $5 extra. It's horrible, and I'm just like, well, what am I gonna do with this? And then $5 is not enough to buy another game or like buy any other stuff, and it's just like, well, it just sits there. So I feel like this is a way to save money and really maximize that consumer value.
you know, and I also think it's like you were saying. So that way you're not wasting any money, and it's not just sitting there, right? You
True
know,
enough, yeah. And also
and
like you can share it with other people,
yeah,
right?
give the
That's
gift
probably
of giving.
yeah, exactly. Right? It's just it's great. A great idea.
And you know, especially you know, there's a lot of kids who play Fortnite, so
True
there's
enough,
just
yeah.
when parents don't know what to get, they can always just ask for the $19 Fortnite V-Buck card
Exactly.
instead of getting a
Right?
Steam card,
Yeah, like come on,
asking
who even
for
wants a
their
Steam card?
mom's credit card. Good idea.
Exactly, because then you can't trust the kid to spend the appropriate amount of money. Like if he goes grabs a credit card, and go crazy.
I don't know about the states, but in Canada, there's a gift cards don't expire, right? So
Yeah, I don't
it's
believe
a
so.
nice thing. Like if they want to save it, maybe stack up on their cards and then use them all. Battle
Oh
pack.
yeah, save for later for a little treat. Yeah, an interesting idea, and you can buy them before they sell out, and then hold on to them, right? Like you
Hmm.
said, and then when the kid, let's say, gets an A plus on his test, and you're just like, $19 Fortnite card. You
That's a
want it? Yeah, it's amazing.
great idea.
Absolutely. All right. I don't know. What else should we discuss? We
PogChamp
talked
is
about.
gone.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Rip.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, truly beloved by everybody. It's a shame that it has to go. But I believe it was Twitch's reasoning that it was involved with hate crimes or
Riot.
something like that.
Capital.
Yeah, rioting. But like, I'm not quite sure I understand that, right? Like, I don't know. What's your take?
I think on Twitter.com, there's a lot of people now that easily get offended on Twitter, stuff
Of
like that.
course.
So and because it's a company, right? They want their advertisers to advertise on their website. They see things like obviously you don't want bad hate on your company, right? So they're not going to want to advertise.
Yeah,
But
I understand.
things like that. But I personally, I think it was a horrible idea. I like the new concept
Bust.
of it though, of like
Mm.
everybody having every day. There's, or I think it's every day. I don't know, something like that. I think it's like every week or every day. There's PogChamp and the face of the Twitch stream that's
Oh,
partnered. So I think that's pretty
awesome.
cool.
Wait, who'd they do more recently? Who was the most recent one?
I don't know. It doesn't tell you. It's the PogChamp.
I mean, that's sort of like a semi decent substitute. I mean, of course, everyone misses the old guy, right? But I mean, sacrifices need to be made. They need to be made. So be it.
But I think it was good, right? So they don't get any backlash or hates.
Yeah, I
I think
guess
it
so.
was kind of just like, don't want hate for our company. Let's do this remove and
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. I mean,
shame,
really,
but it is
dollars
what it
over
is.
donuts. Alrighty.
No,
Uh,
shame,
what?
but don't.
Sorry, what's that?
I thought you were talking so.
Oh
No,
no, you go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
you know, but it is what it is. We don't win them all.
Exactly. Mhm. Very true.
I think
Sometimes you
Komodo
just have.
hype should replace the PogChamp, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, of course. Sounds great.
Uh,
Great substitute. Oh yeah, I mean you can always make positives of the situation. That would just be one way to do that, right? And it's just good idea. Alrighty.
yes, my capital, even a little, but might as well.
Oh, the Capitol building.
Yeah, the
Yeah, it
amount of memes were hilarious. I saw
was very
Rainbow
exciting.
Six Siege one.
Oh my. Yeah. Saw a lot of Clash of Clans ones. Those were pretty funny. Guy with like 300 barbarians attacking the Capitol building.
Rainbow Six Siege,
Yeah.
the timer at the top, and then like
Yeah.
them at the bottom with the icons. It's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, it's really just really funny, but just the security at the Capitol building that day. Like, what happened there?
I saw a tweet that a lot of people are very sensitive topics, so I'll try not to get myself banned here. But there were a lot of
Sure.
people talking about Black Lives Matter protests and how there was more people there or more security than the Capitol building, and I thought that was pretty interesting.
But you said there was more people than the security there?
There was more security at the Black Lives Matter protest than the Capitol.
Oh, I guess so. I believe. Well,
But I guess that
yeah,
was
it's
because of the rioting, right, and the looting.
oh,
Whereas
of
like
course.
the Capitol, I mean, I guess you could say the Capitol raid was looting, but they weren't really looting. They were kind of just destroying things.
I guess that's true. Yeah, it's that's a little bit of a tough dilemma because well, the protests can be violent at times, as we've seen before with the rioting and everything like that, and people fighting in the streets. And of course, we just want to be as safe as possible. And what's going on right now is not opportune for anybody. But I mean, like, bottom line, I mean, I think these people are just trying to keep everybody safe and like help them to avoid harm. And I think that them going to protest instead of protecting the Capitol building, I think that was a very important aspect because of what's happened recently at the protests, right?
Of the climate in Asia and the Middle East.
Oh my God. Uh,
Interesting.
exactly. I don't know too much about that subject, but I'd just say, great.
That could be a horrible thing. That was great.
Oh yeah, okay. Look, all right. I'm okay. I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I don't really know what he's talking about, so I really don't want to get canceled or get struck by an arrow. But I no comment. No comment.
I don't
Yeah, I
cancel on Twitter.
Steven, don't
I want to
get
go
me
on.
owned.
I want to go on Twitter and see that we're trending. You know,
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd love to see us trending, but not in a bad
not in a
way.
cancel form.
Yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't help, like, because these days, like, I could die.
Yeah.
I could get owned so bad for saying something like that, and I mean, no offense. Try and
Please
keep it as
don't.
clean as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Please
yeah,
don't get us trending on Twitter
yeah. We're not here to like
unless it's a good
be
reason.
racist or anything like that, and it's just we're just here to talk, Dane and Dave style. All right, next topic. What are we up for?
New zombies map.
Oh, yes, I have seen trailers. Looks
Wow.
amazing.
It does
Yeah,
look pretty.
honestly, I think I heard something about them remaking the Green Run series of maps as well as for Rocked. I don't think this is it, is it?
No.
No, okay, yeah,
That
I thought it was new. Yeah,
honestly, I thought it was gonna be
yeah,
interesting
I thought it would be a throwback. I didn't
because
expect it to be a brand new one, but yeah.
if you saw the Twitter pictures, they were talking about the doctor's quarters, radio room, which I
Oh
thought
yeah,
the radio room was gonna be a remake of Com's room.
oh yeah.
So
Huh, yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, I saw like they did
right.
like a bird's eye view of the map. I thought that it looked like the square of Verrucht, right? But
Mm.
then I thought, yeah, I don't know, it didn't really pass, so I just sort of shook that thought off.
I really thought it was gonna because the
Yeah.
interior looked like wood, right?
Mm,
So I was really banking on it. Like it just looked so similar.
yeah.
Like the wood, the names of the rooms. It just there was just they were so similar. Like
Yeah, exactly.
doc
Yeah,
as soon as I saw Doctor's Court, the first thing you think of is right?
exactly. Yeah,
Most
it's
popular
interesting.
room in Chino, you always want Doug in there.
Yeah,
Things like that. And I thought that was like, oh, they're gonna throw back again. You know what I think it is? I think they don't want to do throwbacks anymore because I think because of Black Ops 4 and
yeah.
how bad like the remakes were of like that.
Yeah,
I think I definitely think that's why they probably did it. I mean, there were still like some good maps. I thought like the 5 remake, I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was
yeah. I didn't find the time to play 5 because when I had first gotten the game, right, it was just not very enjoyable, right? Like it did not give me the fun that a Black Ops game should, right? And then 5 was set to come out in like a month, and I was like, okay, sounds interesting. But do I really want to wait it out for that long? Because this game, I don't know, just something about it didn't really pique my
5
interest.
came out with the game. I'm
Really?
pretty yeah, if you pre-ordered it, I think it
You pre-ordered? Okay, I didn't pre-order. I think
or
it said I wasn't able to play it. I swear it said that. I
because
don't know. Maybe not,
because
but
you had to buy if you didn't pre-order it, then you had to buy
buy
it
the
yourself.
expansion. Oh, okay, yeah. Then I didn't
It
buy
was like the
it.
giant. You know what I'm talking about? How like
Oh
in
yeah, the
BO3,
giant.
yeah,
Oh yeah, and like Go Rod Crovey as well. Like you have
not
to
Go
buy
on
the
Chrome,
expansion.
but in the giant, if you pre-ordered the game, you get it for free. Or no, that was the season pass. If you bought the season pass, you'd get.
Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense then. Yeah, I didn't buy a season pass. I didn't buy an expansion, nothing like that. So I actually didn't play the map.
I thought it was. I, my opinion,
9? Oh yeah, I'd say so.
different approach. So, example, the shadows.
Mhm.
It's like things that are different, like because different maps usually do the.
It's true.
But I like because like look at Gorod Crow, right?
Yeah,
Look at how
huge dragon.
crazy that map was, and it
Yeah.
was so different than everything else.
Mm,
Like I think Rare just needs to add more different things to,
that's
rather
true.
than just shadows. They added the like 3 new things.
Mhm.
They added widows. They added the
Yeah.
beast system, and well, there's one more thing.
And the
Oh,
Margos
and they
were
added
very interesting.
gobble That
Yeah,
was,
yeah, that
and
was
all of
great.
those are pretty good features,
Yeah,
especially
honestly, yeah.
widows.
Oh, of course. Yeah, there was what was it? Shadows of Evil was just a great map in general. I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
I
Thought
love
that it
Shadows of Evil. I
yeah,
thought
it
its
had a lot of
Easter egg was pretty
aspects.
garbage though.
Yeah, I believe I tried the Easter egg a couple times with a few of my friends, and I don't think we were able to pull it off. But it was I thought it was an interesting process, but there was just a lot of like little tedious tasks that you had to do. I found that kind of ruined it, but you know, so be it. I
I
mean, you could even. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
oh yeah, it's fine. You go first.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say like you could even throw it back to like a map like Buried, right? Like that's well, at least in my opinion, I mean like that's just a great map. Like timeless and just it added so much to Black Ops 2, right? Like you could think of that in comparison to Town, right? I mean like they added what was it? They added that the mannequin thing with the fan and everything like that. Like there was a lot of buildables on that map. Like you had the witches, you had Leroy and his candy, right, and his alcohol, which was amazing, right? And it's just a lot of really cool features, right? And just the fact that it's like in this underground western town, like as opposed to just some place somewhere, right? You know, it's very interesting, you know, and it really brought a lot of variety to the game.
Oh, I thought the swords were pretty. It was
Oh yeah,
definitely it was way better than the Annihilator that you
mm,
got for doing the giant Easter egg.
yeah, that's true.
Shadows are just such a cool. It put like what was good in a zombies map, like in one map. You know, like
That's
all the
true.
good mechanics were put into one good map, and like
Yeah.
it just looks very cool too. Like and the
Mhm.
mini Easter eggs and stuff. Like I'd say the cast was pretty good too.
Yeah, I was about to say like the cast. I thought it was interesting. Like they got the celebrities to stand in and do the voices and everything. And like I don't know, for one, like I'm a huge Jeff Goldblum fan, and just to see him in there as the magician was just this is just amazing. Just to hear his voice lines and everything were just
Andrew would
classic.
disagree with that.
Oh, he doesn't like Jeff Goldblum?
He does not like the magician. He
Oh,
hates it.
oh wow, okay. Well,
Hates
to
the
each their own
voice.
opinion.
You know, I did the Easter egg in Shadows. I thought it was very like it was different, but it felt so like it felt hard to do. Like it
Mm,
definitely wasn't easy. Like if you did we when I was doing it with all the boys and stuff, it was very hard to pull off. We barely did it. We failed. We did like the first few ones perfectly, but like though for some reason. was just so hard to do.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, I just thought like that final part was so unnecessarily hard. Like
Yeah.
go I mean, there are like places like in the Gorod Easter egg, like if
Yeah.
you didn't do the bomb in time, it would blow up. I thought that was like, very stressful, especially if you
Mhm.
didn't have stamina. So,
Yeah.
but I thought that was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
But
Gorok was such a crazy map.
Gorod was such it was I love the dragon idea.
Yeah, that was really cool.
It really like
It offered a really interesting cinematic, like you and your squad flying through on the back of a dragon, right? Like that's just so cool.
and the
Like you
shield was so good too.
Oh
It's
yeah.
probably the best
Oh,
shield, in my opinion.
mhm. And they also I think it was like what was it like you move faster or something like that, or you take less damage? I don't quite remember what it was, but there was like the dragon wings on the mannequin. You could just go and like press square or press a certain key, and then it would give it to you.
Yeah,
And
I
also,
thought the doing the egg and then getting the specialist weapon. I thought that was also a really cool one too.
mm,
Having the dragon and stuff.
yeah, yeah, it was great.
Good map. So from request, uh, what picture of series?
Uh, yeah, I'll speak to that. Well, I lay it down for you, plain and simple, right? Uh, of course, my brother and I are very excited about the series and would love to get out more episodes. But since he went away to school, it's a bit challenging with that sort of thing. Maybe we could get someone to step in and do the filming and all that, and I guess I could take over editing or something like that, right? Or I could maybe send it to him. He could do that, and I'm not quite sure. We could find a way, but it's just a bit difficult with what's going on right now. But I'll get on that, and we'll work on getting some new episodes in the works. And of course, we always have fresh ideas to really enliven everyone's spirits. So we'll be sure to do some of those.
They're very good videos, in my opinion.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, very fun to film for sure. And it usually the best part about it is it just takes like 5 takes just from laughing at how stupid the stuff we're doing is, right? Like it's just a great time overall.
Yeah, more episodes heading your way.
Of course, yeah,
But it is definitely it's probably challenging. COVID, school, and all
yeah,
that.
that's true. Yeah.
So
And more so just the distance between us, right? Like
hmm
it's challenging to get that communication off, and especially with time change and everything. Like I can't really. It's not like I can go downstairs and he'll just be in the basement playing on his PC, and then I'll just be like, "Hey, let's film an episode." It's more complicated than that now.
hmm
But of course, yeah, with obstacles come solutions, and I'm sure we'll be able to find one.
maybe sometime soon.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I'll work on it. All right, Tyler, I've got a question for you.
Okay, what's your question?
What would you say is your favorite chewing gum flavor?
Gotta be orange or strawberry.
Orange or strawberry? Of like, what sort of brand makes that sort of thing?
What are they called? The why can't I
Trident?
think of them? Not Trident.
Excel?
Oh, you're talking about that gum. Oh, that. I thought you were talking about
Any
candy.
type of gum. Any type of gum.
Oh, Juicy Fruity's probably pretty good in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty good, yeah. Yeah, I'd say, but just I wouldn't critique is the flavor just doesn't seem to last too long for me.
Yeah, no, me too. Flavor doesn't last that long.
Hmm.
10 minutes,
Although,
gone.
yeah, that's true. It is good flavor though, so I guess that sort of makes up for it. But like, just realized recently, like I got a variety pack of Trident, trying that, and I've been chewing the same piece of gum for the entirety of this episode, and it's just so rich in flavor.
That was Trident gum. I don't think I've ever tried Trident.
It's pretty good, and I really like their Splash series with they usually have like tropical fruits, vanilla, that sort of thing. And they have like a little jelly in the middle. It's great.
So, we have a request in chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, do you have anything planned after you?
Like, do you mean like a sequel sort of thing or a new
Well,
series?
that
Well, I guess I can't really say what the future holds as I'm not a time traveler. But if I could say one thing, uh, these sorts of projects are very fun to do. And of course, I mean, like I'd be up for any sort of sequel or any sort of new season, big season finale, that sort of thing. But of course, I'd be up for that sort of thing.
what about a
A new series that would be interesting. I'm sure we'd have to brainstorm some ideas for that sort of thing. But definitely an interesting idea. I'll
Thank you
think
for the
about that one.
follows, chat. Really appreciate it.
Oh yes, thank you so much. It really means a lot. Alrighty,
Oh, the chat request for now, but I'm sure we'll have more later.
that sounds good.
You want to see these live? The twitch.tv/TowerP166.
That's crazy. Wait, how many followers do you have?
I think probably. Oh, I hit 60 with these two new
Oh,
ones.
wow, let's go.
We're
That's awesome.
currently at
That's hard.
2 viewers.
That's good.
We were at 4. Actually, we hit
Oh, what?
5.
Oh, damn. That's a big number.
Mm-hmm. Pretty big milestone, for the Dave and
Exactly.
Dane podcast.
Yeah, I mean, considering
First
we're just a
episode.
startup, right? Yeah, first
Mm-hmm.
episode. I mean, we're already getting so much love.
Mm.
Oh man. Uh, oh, Tyler,
Yes.
you've played Cold War, right?
Yep.
What would you say about the new melee weapon, the Wakizashi sword?
Uh, I like it. I just wish, as like a as a nice touch or like a reference,
Mm.
uh, it'd be really nice if instead of it just being it'd be really nice if it was Takio's sword.
Oh, that would be really cool. But I mean, wouldn't that be too big to hold in one hand, right?
I guess. But the reason why is because I don't remember when, but recently he had a stroke, and they were saying that he might not be able to do his voice again. So I thought that would have been a nice little, you know.
Oh yeah, a little homage. Well, they could always do that for the future. Maybe like maybe instead of just a little small sword, right? They could do like a massive one, like sort of like how they did the sledgehammer, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
where you actually grip the handle with two hands and you run around like that,
Yeah,
right? Like of course, I thought it was interesting. Like it's sort of like a knife, but at the same time, it's just like feels so much cleaner and more satisfying whenever you get a kill. And just big upgrade from the sledgehammer, I think, because that thing was just sort of unpredictable to say, right?
yeah.
This
I
feels
tried the sledgehammer. It feels sorry for interrupting. It feels too
that's no problem.
slow to.
Yeah, yeah, it's bad. Like I tried to do the challenges. Well, I did the challenges for the sliding kills, and like I'm not even kidding. You have to like press the button long before you've reached the person in order for it to fully come around and hit them once you get there. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just a joke. But overall, I think it's definitely like the funniest melee weapon. Of course, just funny to go around bonking
Yeah,
people. But I find that if you don't have like smokes or concussions or something, like
yeah.
you need something to help you because it's just a handicap, right?
I I'm really liking the D machine. I thought that was a pretty nice start, and
Oh, the map, yeah.
it's very
Oh,
promising for the future because the guy who makes the new maps now or directs them is he's the same person who made Der Eisendrache and Mob of the Dead.
oh, geez, that's awesome. Those are some really good maps.
Yeah. So the fact that he's now like doing the
The dra-
direction of that is just crazy.
Yeah, well, what I thought about Die Machine was just very interesting take because it's what's it called? It's Nocturne Totem, right? But it's so much more than
Expanded.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's its own map with its own little piece of nostalgia, right? Like it's something for new players to experience and all these different mechanics and like you're able to like climb on top of the plane and everything and go around that sort of thing. And then it's also really nice for the old players, right? Because it's like it's Nocturne Totem, right? And when I have to go through that part in the map and I run up the stairs and everything, I'm just like, wow, look how far this has come. It's great.
Mhm. We have a new chat request. Favorite movies for both of us.
Oh,
I guess I'll
I,
start.
yeah, you go first. You go first.
Maze Runner, probably
Oh, classic.
classic movies. First one and second one and the third one are all so good. Although if I
Oh,
had to rank them, I'd probably say the first one was best. Such a good movie.
mm.
What about you, Dave?
uh, yeah. Well, just want to comment about the Maze Runner quickly. Yeah, I'd say I don't think they received, my opinion. I don't think they received the love they truly deserve because I do like those movies. Like they're good classics, and of course I'll watch them again, right? Like, and I looked on reviews online, that sort of thing, and I just saw sort of reviews, like like I think I saw some 50% and that sort of thing. And I'm just like, I don't know. It's just one of those movies that you can sit down and watch and enjoy, even though it's not exactly a critically acclaimed Hollywood production, right?
Not
Uh,
anything like, crazy million, like $1 billion
exactly. Yeah,
budget, right?
exactly. Yeah, it's just a nice, fun action movie.
hmm I thought it
But I'd
was
say,
very good.
oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, great movie. Love it. But for me, I'd say hands down favorite movie, Avengers Endgame. Just
There.
the best collision of stories ever, and like just being a fan for so long of Marvel, right? Like watching all these different characters come through their own movies and team ups and all that sort of thing to then come to this one moment where everybody is together in one movie. It's just so satisfying, right? And just truly amazing. And just, I mean, the acting and everything, like Josh Brolin Thanos and like Chris Evans Captain America, that sort of thing, right? Like just the acting, I found was really good as well. I mean, like even though they're not going to win any Oscars for it, right? Just great movie overall. Love it.
You know, I'm as like I wasn't a long time fan. I looked at Infinity War, but like the thing I
Yeah,
liked about it is that I knew what was happening
yeah,
without having to watch all the older movies, which I watched. I watched the first Iron Man like a few months ago
yeah.
and stuff like that because I want to start catching up again
Mm.
and stuff like that. And Endgame was even not being a long time fan, right? I still
Yeah.
thought Endgame was a pretty good movie.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. I mean, just as long as you like watch, I'd say probably the most important movies to watch. Well, the most important movie to watch is Infinity War in order to catch up with Endgame. And as long as you just have general knowledge of the characters and you just watch Infinity War, like you can just sort of continue with the story and see how the characters move on from the events, right? It's just really interesting to see that.
Personal request from Justin. He says, uh, favorite Marvel movie other than Endgame. Uh,
Oh,
I'd have to say Iron Man 1. Thought that movie was pretty good.
yeah. I'll have to think about that one for a second, but yeah, Iron Man was definitely an amazing movie. Total classic for sure. And I think it was a really great to sort of kickstart this whole universe, right?
hmm
Amazing. Yeah, I'd say I have to think about that for a moment. I've always been a huge Spider-Man fan, right? So I'd say,
Spider Man is such good movies too,
oh,
especially
of
the new
course.
one.
Yeah. I'd say maybe Homecoming, but
Homecoming was pretty good.
yeah, I just really like Far From Home too. Just I find that the two movies are just so different, right? Like Homecoming feels like he's just like this neighborhood Spider-Man, right? And he's just taking on these
Trying to
little
be
issues.
something
But
bigger.
yeah, exactly. And as he goes through the story, like he realizes like what he's gotten himself into. Like it's stuff is really happening around him, and he's got to fight dangerous people. And then that sort of guides him into the second movie where he's like he's lost and he's alone and he's doesn't know what to do, and there's all this trouble around him, and he just is just out of his neighborhood, really. It's just
hmm
a great transition. But I'd say, yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming would probably be my favorite other than Endgame.
Or say something. This gameplay might trigger some people. Uh,
Oh.
you may notice me looking around, figuring out how to upgrade the sword. I did not realize I didn't have the sword until way later. I'm very sorry. I was just walking around the map, like, where am I going? Why do I not see the sword? I went through every district like 3 times before I realized, oh, I don't have the sword.
Damn.
I thought I had it the entire time. I'm like, is this a bug? Is my game bugged?
Oh, that's rough. Damn.
So yeah, I'm very sorry about that. That
Oh,
was
don't
a
sweat. At least I got something to watch out there.
yeah
Yeah.
joke moment on my end. Uh, get that out of the way, you know.
Oh yeah, Tyler, I've got a question for you.
What's up?
What would you say is your favorite video game?
Team Fortress 2. No one can
Hands
change
down.
my mind on that. Yep, hands down.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I played played Team Fortress 2, and it's a great game. Like I played that a lot, and like even though I played alone usually, like most times, like I didn't have a lot of friends who played it, right? But that game is just great, like in every way. Like I don't know, who's your favorite character?
I play sniper a lot, but I also really like scout and demo man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I love the. I could never get behind like the crazy guns or anything like that, like the heavy or anything like that. I always like to play sort of secluded. I really like the spy. I thought that that was like the most interesting character ever, right? Because he can disguise the enemy players, and he like works from behind. He's got like just his pistol and his knife, right? And he's it was really cool to just sort of get behind him and just sort of work
Oh my gosh. Oh,
from behind.
you should talk to Andrew about that. He's
Oh
literally a
yeah.
spy man. I'm
Oh
not
no,
even
yeah.
kidding. He got 2,000 kills in 1 year.
Jesus. Wow. That's amazing.
Talk to him about that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll give him a chat
All right,
about that.
we got two questions now.
Oh yeah, sounds.
Countries you want to visit? Uh,
Oh,
Personally, I would love to visit Japan. A
oh,
lot of cool things there that a lot of cool structures and all that. And I think it'd be really nice to go there and just check out all that. What about you?
Tyler, I'm gonna be honest. I'd probably say Japan as well. I mean, like, just I the culture is just so interesting and traditional and truly just respectful and it's like I heard studies say that like you can leave your laptop and keys out in the cafe table in Japan, right? You can go to the washroom and come back, and then like they'll stay untouched. Like nobody coming to steal anything like that. It's just really nice to see that people are living in respect with each other, right?
Hmm.
And they truly are just like very healthy as well. Like there's so many people biking there
Yeah, I don't
and
think they have
just
many COVID cases there either.
no, I don't believe so. I mean, like they're such a truly smart country too, right? Like just I wouldn't imagine that they would have any or have much really because unlike other countries, right? Like they're I find that just very sophisticated and very a lot of very smart people living there, right? And just very very nice and polite and very respectful, which is very interesting. I also like to try those conveyor belt sushi restaurants, which would be very interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like it's just like the places look so cool. Like Tokyo, that place looks like so cool, and like there's probably a lot of Nintendo stuff there too, right?
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
all that, and like I don't know, it just seems like a really cool place to visit, especially
Oh yeah,
like looking out
of
at
course.
nighttime and stuff.
Oh yeah, the skyline and everything. Lights of the city.
Uh, we
Amazing.
had a new question. Thoughts on Smash Bros. DLC? Steve, hands down, best DLC.
Really? Oh yeah. This he's talking about like the fighters pass and everything like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I was considering buying it. I think that having some new characters in the game is definitely really cool. But I don't know. I just the characters didn't much interest me. I mean, I'm sure if I got to try them and like try the maps look pretty cool. Like especially I think I remember the Joker. I think he's one of the characters, right?
Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah, I
cool.
think
I like Joker.
yeah, his map was interesting. It was like the red and black, right?
And there's a
Yeah,
yellow, different
yeah,
variant.
that map was really cool. I thought that, that was a really cool map, but I don't know. I just didn't really. I wasn't super adamant about the idea of buying it to the fact that I just went out and bought it, right? Like maybe in the future I'll change my mind. Maybe if I go back and look at all the packs and everything and really see what's going on in there, then maybe I'll change my mind. But I'm for now, yeah, I'm all open. You know, really not too sure.
Uh, Next question. Ev, of course, Justin. Favorite anime? Who else would ask
Oh,
us that?
yeah. You go ahead first, Tyler.
JoJo.
Jojo. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Justin, Tyler. I don't really watch anime. I don't know enough about it to really pick a favorite. I mean, I'm sure it's probably pretty interesting, and I know that a lot of people get behind it. But I don't know. It just doesn't really pique my interest.
Yeah, JoJo's really the only one I like.
Mm. Yeah, I've
But
heard a
yeah,
lot
there's
of good
just
things about what's it called? What was that one? I've heard about One Punch Man, that sort of thing. But I don't know. It just and also I think do you have to pay like a membership or something to get them, or how does that work?
uh, it's on Netflix. Most of the animes and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
that
they have
people
it on
watch.
Netflix. Yeah, yeah, I heard, but I'm like my friend. He's really big on anime. He says that there's this one website you have to go to. I think it's Crunchyroll
Oh
to
yeah,
get like.
that's where mainly all the anime is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'm interested in it enough to go and pay a fee. I mean, if there is one, right? But yeah, I don't know. Just never really piqued my interest.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Pretty fair. Favorite shows?
Favorite shows?
Gravity
Oh,
Falls.
oh, classic. I love that show.
That show was so good.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I didn't watch too many episodes, but just the few that I did watch are like maybe like 10 I watched in total or something like that. I haven't watched too much, but just pretty funny, and it's just an interesting show to say the least, right?
I rewatched the show, all the episodes and
Yeah.
a few months ago.
Hmm.
Such a like, I could because I watched it back in like 2013 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, very cool and all.
Interesting for sure. Yeah, I'd say I'm show wise. I've never been the biggest TV show watcher,
Me
but
neither.
yeah, I mean, I'd say not to sound too cliche, but I do always enjoy The Office. And that's definitely a classic. Shows like that sort of thing. Also, I watched recently, some episodes of the WandaVision series on Disney Plus, and that's just, I mean, being that I just love the characters, of Marvel, and everything like that, the whole story and how it all comes together. I mean, I'd say that show is probably one of my favorites right now. Just a really interesting concept, and just so crazy the way they executed it, right? And it's just a really weird show. So that's what I'll say about it.
I haven't watched it yet, although I've heard many people tell me I
Oh,
should.
you should. It's amazing. I mean, definitely. I mean, if you're not too big on Marvel, I mean, even so, it's just a really wacky and interesting show, right? It's just like I don't know. It's crazy, and it's got a great feel to it. Yeah.
That's pretty fair reasoning, like The Office and
Mm.
stuff. I haven't watched The Office either, but I've heard many good things about it, so I
Oh
might.
yeah.
They
I'd
took it
say
off
it's
Netflix.
yeah yeah. Oh no, wait. Actually, no. In Canada, they're not taking it off.
Oh, is it just?
It's just the states, yeah, because NBC's streaming that platform Peacock is only available in the states, so they're not removing it
Oh,
from the Canada Netflix. Yeah, so it's great. Very happy about that one.
yeah.
But yeah, I think all the way up till season 7, it's really good. I mean, and then season 8 sort of rolls around. I mean, like halfway through season 7, it just gets a bit meh. But season 8 and 9, they're okay, but not too good. But really, yeah, I'll leave it up to you. And I guess if you watch it, you let me know what you think.
All right. We got a new question.
All
Favorite
right, sounds.
actors, actresses. I guess Jack Black.
Yeah, Jack Black's just a total gem for sure. I mean, yeah.
Rock's pretty cool.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, The Rock. I'd say. I mean, he's a pretty good actor too. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's mostly known just for his action stuff, but I don't know. I just find that I of course I respect the guy a lot, right? Like what he's been through, like how much he's accomplished and like him having like a family and everything now and just being like such an overall great guy,
And he got
right?
COVID too, I heard.
Yeah, yeah, he did, but I think yeah, he made it through that with his wife and his daughter, I
Kids.
think. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Or yeah, more than one kid?
I think. I think he has two.
Oh, okay. Maybe. I don't know. I've only ever seen the his one daughter. I don't know. Yeah. But
Maybe I'm
overall,
wrong.
yeah, I just think such a cool guy, right? But I'd say I have to think about that one. Favorite actor. Uh yeah, I might have to get back to you on that one. I'm not quite sure.
Fine, think about it.
Yeah. Thanks. Uh hmm. Uh, what I say?
What do you think about the D machine?
Oh, the suck machine, the vacuum.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's really cool. I think that I got to use it a couple times, and the way to get it is actually like it's very easy, right? And then like the going through the rest of the map and everything is just great. And I love how it shoots that like super plasma blast that blows up like everybody, and then you just like you vacuum people to get ammo. Like, I think it's just so cool. And on insta kill, it's just so satisfying because you just take zombies whole and put them in the back of the vacuum, and then it's just like free ammo. That's
The
amazing though, I
the
love it.
new one looks thick on
Oh, yeah,
Firebase C.
I think it's some,
AK-47, and it's
yeah,
like a wonder weapon. You know
yeah,
what it
it's built
reminded
in
me? It
yeah, go
looked like
ahead.
the baby gun, kind of.
Oh,
Like if you look at it, it looks kind of like the baby gun, except if it was an AK-47.
yeah. Yeah, it's definitely interesting because it's got, like, the Die Machine's plasma blast thing, but it's also got an assault rifle on the top, which is I didn't really expect that, I gotta say, but, I think it's definitely an interesting touch,
Hmm.
you know, like, I mean, usually it's like they only have one thing, right? And
Uh-huh.
like it's like with like Wonderwall, it's just the electric bolts and the thunder gun, right? It's just blasting people to the moon. But this kind of like this whole two in one idea that they have, like with the D machine under weapon and now this one too, just very interesting to say the least. Because like there's one to just it's built for a lot of crowd control, and then it's just built for taking down singular zombies as well, which is just a lot
I
of.
don't think it's gonna be a point gun like the Mark II, right?
Mhm.
But I do think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be one of those weapons, right? Where like if you like not very good on relying on like to save yourself, like the ray gun or whatever. Like I'm thinking you might take splash damage.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
Tombstone, I saw they put it in the trailer.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I saw that. I was just about to ask you, yeah, what do you think about the return?
I think it's nice. They're bringing old perk backs. Please bring back PhD.
Oh, yes. That I mean, like, I was just thinking, what was it? It was last game I played of Die Machine, right? I think I had or, like, maybe a few games ago I played, had a ray gun, right? And I was just, like, killing myself out there. And I was just thinking, like, God, I need flopper, slider, or whatever, right? I just need something just to help me, right? And it's just I would love if they brought that back.
There was a leak of
Mhm.
the it pretty much confirmed it. But there was a leak in the game files of 4 new Dark Ether perks or like
Oh,
of jingles, and one of them was Tombstone. I'm not really. I don't remember what the other ones were, but I think one of them was Flopper, but I could be wrong. And I thought that was very interesting,
yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, that would be
especially if
great.
Tombstone's in the game now. Like pretty much confirmed.
Oh yeah, yeah. I watched a video about the Tombstone return, right? And the guy said like they might do like a spin off of the old idea, right? Like how now they have like different sort of spins on the different perks, like different added effects, lowered effects, that sort of thing. Like they sort of change them just the tiniest bit, right? And he said like what's gonna happen with Tombstone? Like, are they gonna keep it the same old like die, take your grave, respawn, then grab your grave sort of thing? Or are they gonna do like something else where it keeps like like different sort of things or maybe like refills ammo or I don't know something crazy like that which I'm really excited to see what they do with it. Like I feel like that would be really cool, of course, but yeah, I think it's just really interesting idea, and I'm glad they're bringing that back.
All right. I think what's gonna happen, I think they're gonna do like a spin-off of Who's Who, where pretty much you're gonna have like you're gonna when you die, you're gonna spawn with like instead of like the pistol, you're gonna spawn with all perks and a ray gun. But
Oh yeah,
aside from Jug, right? But
yeah.
if you get hit once, you die. I think that would be
Oh
interesting. Because you have a ray gun, right? But you don't take any splash damage or anything. Only zombie hits. And if you
yeah,
and like
yeah. That would be very interesting. Oh yeah, sorry to interrupt, but yeah, I was thinking like maybe they could do like a timer in order to get to your body right and get your tombstone, or if they do like the who's who, like pick yourself up, right? Or but yeah, that'd be a really cool idea.
yeah, I felt like man, that'd be like really interesting because like it's not as bad as before, right? Where you just had a starting pistol. This you have the ray gun and all those
Yeah,
perks.
you had to juke out
Switch
an
it up.
entire horde of zombies in order to get your friggin' self up. It was such a joke.
Like
Honestly, I mean, like Husu seems like just God, such a horrendous perk. But like if they do a spin off of that, like with the ray gun, like you said, like that would be really cool.
got two
I'd
more
love to.
questions.
Oh yeah,
Probably the final questions.
oh yeah,
Thoughts about Del Franco? Great idea.
definitely instant classic. I'd say timeless, and of course, just whenever I see like I got his mug right, I see that beard on my cup, and I'm just like, you know, take a look at that, and I'm just like, that's Del Franco, and it's just really great story, and just gotta love it.
And do you think he will ever return?
I'd say the future's uncertain. I'd say we might get a return sometime in the future, but of course, you never really know. I mean, Del Franco's a mysterious guy, you know.
Knows. And
True enough, yeah.
thoughts on Thick Boy John and Jada Bell. Great people.
Of course, yeah. I mean, they're like the antiques at the shop that are on the top shelf. They're very shiny, and then everyone's just like, "Oh, I want that," and they're like, "Oh, that's not for sale. It's just for display, right?" And it's just like, man, this is a great pot, something like that. Not my best analogy, but I'd
It
say the
works.
sentiments there. Yeah, exactly. It works.
Will we ever see a new season of the highly anticipated Oscar-winning show? Uh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Oh, what's that?
Well, will we ever see a new season of YouTube show?
Of uh of my YouTube show,
Yeah.
like not Jack Off Sundays.
No, yeah. Yeah, Jack of Sundays.
Jack Off Sundays. A new season, you say?
Yeah, new season.
I think we should definitely. I think we're in season two right now. I think we should definitely close off season two with a big bang for sure, and then we'll see about season three. Of course, knowing the crew, it's got to be like 10 times crazier, 10 times just pulls at your heartstrings, right? Like it's just amazing, right? And I think that it's going to take some time to think of what aspects we can use to improve this experience, right? And it'll be groundbreaking. Yeah,
Um,
we had more questions in the chat, or sure, yeah. Oh, yeah. To get back to you on my favorite actor, probably should answer that. I don't have an exact modern one, but I'd say definitely one of my favorites. I'd say that Sam Jackson, just a total classic, just really nails every role he's in, right? And I maybe not my favorite, but definitely he's up there for me, just because just a timeless actor, right? Like every role, like I said, every role he does very well, and he really brings the role to life, right? And I think that he's definitely had a very successful career, and within good reason. I mean, like he's such an inspirational man. Yeah,
yeah. All right.
yeah.
I think that's gonna be
That could be the end of the episode.
yeah, the end
Alrighty,
of
well,
Dave and Dane podcast episode 1.
Well, yes. Thank you everybody for tuning in to Dane and Dave's podcast. Of course, we'll be back for another episode, possibly following Sunday next week. But
I'd be
I'm
down.
hoping, yeah, I'm sure I'll be free then. Of course, scheduling conflicts might occur, but if that happens, we'll work around that and we'll find a day that works. And just hope to tune in next time. Thanks for tuning in this time.
One last question. That's it.
Oh, yeah, one last question. Okay, all right.
Who will appear guest on the podcast?
What, next week?
They just said who will say start off.
For sure. Yeah, we'll start off simple and then we'll work our way up to someone like Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And The
Or
Rock. We'll have him on for an episode
we'll
and
have
then
The Rock episode 100.
yeah, exactly. I'm sure we'll make it to him by then. But yeah, we'll start off friends, that sort of thing. We'll get some other views on certain topics and we'll get a good dynamic going. Maybe we'll add some more people to the Dane and Dave crew. Who knows? Future's uncertain. But yeah, I think the future looks good. Yeah,
And
thanks, Jim.
no, if you want to see them live, post it on possibly Spotify or iTunes.
We'll
Maybe
try.
we'll see. Uh, we'll try. And yeah, that's gonna be all. Thank you guys for tuning into the podcast, and see you all later.
All right, thanks so much, everyone. See you later.
Bye.